Hello, StarCraft fans! This is falconpaladin coming to you with yet another edition of Cheese Compilation. This is number 24, and yes, I checked what number it was before I started casting this, and let's get right on into it. In the top left-hand corner of Ascension to Ire, the Ladder Edition, and game number 1 is going to be the red Protoss player Civfan. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, it is going to be the blue Terran player Mini Titan, representing Winter. So this is about a Masters level game that was sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of cheese. I will take all levels of cheese from you people, whether you got cheesed and won, or did some cheesing and lost. Whatever happens with cheese, send me your replays. I don't want them to all to be wins because that gets boring. Cheese fail is also very fun to see too. All right, again, that's send it to falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of cheese. My screeners will get to all of them. Special thanks to Squeaks and Logan for getting through all 60 replays that I sent to them over the last weekend. A lot of cheese submissions for November, you guys. You really love your fromage. This specifically was chosen by Logan. This one between Mini Titan and Civfan. So he gets the responsibility for whether this is good or not. So we talked about this on the last cheese compilation, and both screeners agreed to this. So don't shame them too much if you don't like their cheese. Just give them compliments and have them feel good about themselves. Double gas here from Civfan, and double gas as well from Mini Titan. So we should actually possibly see some cheese from both of these players at the same time, which is actually a lot of fun. Double gateway here from Civfan into a cybernetics core. It's going to be an immediate marine opening from Mini Titan into obviously a factory. There we go. Factory, and upgrading to a command center. Centre du command. And is it done? Is it done? It's going to be done. And there we go. It is completely done. Throwing down that mule immediately. Timing good here for Mini Titan. APM for these players over 100 each, which is a good sign. And double stalker opening here from Civfan. All right, so maybe it's not total cheese, but the double gas and no expansion is a really big tell. Of course, nobody's scouting because nobody listens to Falcon Paladin when he says you should scout. That's just kind of how this works. Falcon says you should scout, but Stefano said you shouldn't as Zerg. It's not worth it, so no Zerg players actually do. I did forget to mention, as that mothership core comes out, all these replays are on patch 3.19, which is not 4.0. Sadly, however, from now on, all cheese compilations will be 4.0. Also, be sure to tune in to Into the Void this week. It's every Friday on the channel at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm actually getting replays from people who are super brand new to the game. Like, just started playing when it's free to play. It's going to be great. It's not going to be these Legacy of the Void silver players who know build orders and stuff. These are going to be people who have no idea what they're doing. None. It's going to be good. Lots of education potential here. Lots of entertainment potential as well. So again, Into the Void. I know a lot of people don't watch those, but man, it's going to get good here this Friday, just in a couple days. Stalkers here from Civfan, going to threaten the front. Also, there's a forward pylon going on with a gateway next to it and a robotics facility. Also a forge. Just popping up. There it is. Popping up. Yeah, he wants a cannon back home in his mineral line. So what's going on here is just a lot of Marines. A lot of Marines here from Mini Titan. High ground Marine versus Stalker. Pretty good. So it turns out, the Cyclones are coming in here too from Mini Titan. This is usually what Terran Cheese is all about lately, is going to be these little one-basey Cyclone pushes with some Marine support. If and you choose, maybe a couple SCVs. I saw Ruff do this on his stream about 18 times in a row. Especially against Protoss, and have a pretty darn good success rate. He doesn't scout up north, though. He doesn't see the proxy stuff. That Civfan is hiding. The problem is there's really nothing back home for Civfan to defend with. He does have Photon Overcharge available. Again, 319 Mercies for Protoss here. Not currently the reality, but what do you do? Observer for Civfan comes in and says, wait, there's nothing here. Cyclone's moving out. There must be an attack imminent. And by golly, there is. Civfan can't recall because he needs the mothership core here to recall them back home. Yeah, these guys are just, I think they just have to go for it. I think this is just going to be a base race here for game number 1. Mini Titan going to move on up. Moving on up. Moving on up to the east side. Going to try to, what are we focusing on here? Photon Overcharge going to get rid of that mothership core. Going to try to get her. But double Photon Overcharge doing some damage before the pylons end up getting killed. Mothership core is still here as well, but there's too much anti-air. The probes are forced to fight, which is not what you want to do against Marines and Cyclones, man. Although actually doing pretty well against the Marines, especially because they have no upgrades. The more upgraded Marines are the scarier they are, but Cyclones, 5 kills and 5 kills each. Oh, that one gets surrounded by the probes and does get taken down. Wow, saved the day, but lost a lot of probes in the process. How many exactly? 12. 12 probes died in the process. Guess what's here? More Cyclones and more Marines. Meanwhile, we got Stalker, Adept, Immortal marching into Mini Titan's main base, trying to murder all of the things here too. They say never base race a Terran, but there is some anti-air here. Stalkers need to focus on the floating buildings. I know you want to kill the SCVs, I get it. But kill the floating building. You have to kill the floating building. Why are you not killing floating building? SCVs aren't even really fighting. They're just kind of hold position. There we go. Now they're going for they're running for their lives. Dude, you have to get this command center. You have to. Don't worry about the SCVs. Get this command center. Mini Titan has enough to build a new command center. He's also killed the Nexus of Sifan, so I feel like this is going real bad for Sifan. He doesn't have the money to build another Nexus. He only has one probe. Not that it really matters anyway, because again, not enough money to build another Nexus. Mini Titan can build some other stuff here. Mini Titan actually accidentally scouts the proxy stuff. He's going to try to kill it with his SCVs. So it's going to come down to a pretty big battle here. We are definitely technically base racing here. Mini Titan doing a pretty good job getting his stuff landed and building things with them. The ability to fly for Terran buildings is a massive assistance here. Barracks floating up north, taking some shots. If you can get it to burning, I think that's probably good enough for Sifan. And he did. It's burning. Okay, move on. Find something else to kill. There we go. That is just fine. Observer chasing it, make sure it actually does burn down here. Immortals good against Cyclones, but Cyclones are also pretty darn good against the Immortals. So it's a lot of Marines. It is specifically 9 Marines here. Is that what we have? Yep. 9 Marines and 5 Cyclones. Mini Titan has gathered his forces. He's going to go for one final attack here against the Protoss, who has an Immortal, 3 Adepts, and 2 Stalkers. I feel like the Terran has this thing. I don't know. I could be wrong. Probe scouts on in, gets murdered by the entire army. Sifan says, oh, look, it's the entire army. Sifan, your army's not going to get bigger. You have to go now. Mini Titan's army is possibly able to get bigger because you don't know where that orbital command went. Adept scout on in, see what we're dealing with. Finishes the transfer. Oh, should not have done that. No, Adepts, run. You're just not fast enough. Cyclones are shooting you in the back. That is not what you want to see. Another psionic transfer. Stopping. And then deciding to head on out. Okay, so they're alive, which is great. Stalker Immortal coming in and trying to pick off one of these Cyclones as it was alone, but the rest of his friends definitely show up here. And it is a game of chicken. It's a game of chicken right now. The Adepts trying to pick off stuff at the backside, but continuing to produce Marines and Cyclones is a Mini Titan. And the Adepts are all going to die. Yeah, Adepts, you waited around way too long, and that's it. Good game from Sifan. Good game well played from Mini Titan. Good manner displayed by all. And Mini Titan's your winner with Sifan taking the loss in this one. All right, good opener. Good opener. Some double cheese at a high level here, too. For cheese compilation number 24, let's come back with more cheese from Falcon Paladin in just a second. Game number 2 of cheese compilation number 24 was chosen by both Logan and Squeaks. So I've got some high expectations for this one. It's going to be between Frozen Solid and Silver Shroud on Mech Depot, the Ladder Edition. In the bottom left-hand corner of the map, it's Silver Shroud, the Red Zerg player whose name is apparently a Fallout 4 reference. Confession time, I haven't played a single second of Fallout 4. Frozen Solid has, though. In the top right-hand corner of the map, it is the blue Protoss player, Frozen Solid. Oh, hearts going back and forth. These guys are friends. That's what they are. It is, however, a pool first here from Silver Shroud, which could indicate some very solid cheese, or to someone who's very afraid of proxies and doesn't feel like scouting the Protoss player. Again, patch 3.19. I liked you the moment I saw you weren't Terran. I hate those guys, says Silver Shroud. Amen, says Frozen Solid. Bad times. Looks like Zerg and Protoss can find common ground in hating on Terrans, which is understandable. That is a very, very quick 6-ling push right now. 6-lings coming across the map here. Is Frozen Solid ready for this thing? He is walling off, which is beautiful. It's not a 1-gate expand. He's double gassing. Is this another example of double cheese here? Wow. Is actually double cheese of the Protoss going to win this thing just because he has a wall, is my question. I mean, he can't really shoot from behind the wall I'm not convinced Lings can't squeak through here. I mean, this is definitely wall through the top on the right side here, but this left side, I worry about this little teeny tiny area. I'm pretty sure Lings can't get through. Pretty sure. Into a Roach Warren for Silver Shroud. Man, one basing it as hard as you can do as a Zerg player. Really hardly made any drones so far. Sitting on 13. He has 2 more on the way. Droning up a teeny tiny bit. Really should expand at some point here, but trying to win just with these Lings. 2-minute Zerglings showing up, and oh no, it is a hole! Oh no, I was right! The Zerglings are in! The Zerglings are in! I repeat, DEFCON 1. Probes forced to pull and fight this thing. There are enough probes actually to win this, especially if the Zerglings hold still. Yeah, you're going to lose some probes. 3 probes for 6 Lings, 20 to 15 Harvesters. Frozen Solid did the right thing there. Got to get rid of those Zerglings and finish off your wall. I mean, I guess making a Zealot would have been fine too, but whatevs. My walling skills are on point, says Frozen Solid. Truth they are. Double gas here from Silver Shroud. I think we're going to move on into some Ravager play next. I just don't know what that second gas would be for, if it was just going to be Roaches, but the Roaches are rallied nowhere. He doesn't have a rally point? Silver Shroud. No. You have to have a rally point for your units. I mean, you don't... Okay, fine. You don't have to have a rally point for your units, but it is considered socially nice. Oh, poor Bob the Zealot. Poor Bob the Zealot. Credit Lag TV on the outside of this wall. He's just going to die, is what's going to happen. You want to Bob the Zealot, you want to put him here, I guess before the pylon goes up, and have him hold position so the Lynx can't get through, but he can't get surrounded either. This way, he's going to get hit by a lot. He does have another Zealot buddy here on the ramp. I mean, these guys are brave, but they're Zealots. Nobody ever called Zealots cowards, right? They charge into battle with nothing but a couple knives. In StarCraft? In StarCraft, all you have are a couple knives. Roaches moved across the map here from Silver Shroud, and, I mean, with some good micro here, the Roaches should be able to do well, but considering what we saw from the Zergling micro previously against the probes, I don't think it's going to go well. Oh, check this out. Check this out. I don't hate you for this, says Frozen Solid. That's because you're not dead. It's hard to feel too mad if you're not dead. Yeah, this is really good Roach play from Silver Shroud. It's a lot of micro to kite like this, but it's totally worth it. Hey, look, a Dark Shrine. When behind Dark Shrine, says Frozen Solid. He's not behind, though. I guess there is an expansion here done for Silver Shroud now, so it's 1 base to 2. Fair enough. One behind Dark Shrine. Getting charged for his Zealots, getting Warp Gate at his Cybernetics core. Got a gateway down here, so he's probably going to do a huge old attack at some point. Wow, this is a lot of Roaches now. A lot of Roaches now. Roaches trying to kill the just actually standing in and fighting now. Losing a Roach. But the Zealots are all going to die right about now. And the Roaches really should push up here, man. Push. You just killed all the Zealots. Okay, another one came in. Dark Templar in, actually. And no detection from Silver Shroud. Oh, my. What is he ever going to do? They're going to try to kill these Roaches? Sure. Let's see their reaction time in running away. Pretty good. They lost a couple Roaches, but better than losing all of the Roaches, I suppose. And here we go. Warp gating and Hydralisk Den for Silver Shroud coming in. It's 23 to 23 Harvesters, both players macroing as best as you can probably expect, considering the insanity of the game thus far. However, Frozen Solid made a bit of a mistake revealing his Dark Templar on the other side of the map. This Overseer is produced solely because of that. Spore Crawler's coming in here too. Hydralisk Den. I don't know if this is going to work out for Frozen Solid. Maybe with a bunch of charge lots and a bunch of DTs together, he can do this. I just don't know the Dark Templar alone have the ability to pull it off. Right? Am I right? I feel like I'm right. Oh, never mind. Archons. Detection is worthless. I'm not hiding anything anyway, says Frozen Solid. Archon charge lot attack. No upgrades, obviously, here at the 5-minute mark. And with all this crazy stuff going on here, got a handful of Roaches. This Silver Shroud got a Spine Crawler coming up. That will be useful. And making a bunch of Hydras, too. This is going to be a pretty good battle. I feel like I'm looking forward to this. The Zealots and the Archons go ho! Moving on in. Roaches in the front, Spine Crawler, too, with the Hydras in the back doing damage. This could work out very well for Silver Shroud. And the longer this waits for Frozen Solid, the worse it's going to be for him. He is waiting for a Zealot to join his party. But the time comes to go. And he is. He is Pneumatized Carapace upgrading for Silver Shroud, and Frozen Solid going for it. Pull back. Pull back to the Spine Crawler. No, don't get surrounded. No. Spinecaller needs the help here. All right. Wow. Zerg army gone. I don't know if anybody died. Zealot died to the spine. Before the spine dies, charge lob's really good, unless they get stuck. Stuck in a choke, doesn't matter, and suddenly everything's going to die. 9 roaches in production here for Silver Shroud. They all pop at the same time, and there's some really good micro here. Don't hate me for that. This is frozen solid, and there go the roaches as the natural dies. Really great timing. Broodling's attacking. Roach is attacking. Now it's finally just Roach versus Archon with some Overseers in the way, and the bonus damage versus Roach is pretty good. Wow, Archons. 11 kills, 14 kills, frozen solid with the Your Sweet. These guys are getting along so nicely. I hope they added each other to their friends list. This is how StarCraft should be played, you guys, with good manner. Oh, Archon goes down, but it doesn't matter. Good game from Silver Shroud, and frozen solid is your winner here in game number 2. Protoss win. Hooray! Good job, frozen solid. We'll come back with more cheese from Falcon Paladin, and she's selected by Squeaks and Logan in just a second. Once again, we have consensus in this cheese selection. Both Squeaks and Logan are on board, and it's going to be a game between Omamorki and Shawshank on Mech Depot, the latter edition. In the top right-hand corner of the map, it is the red Zerg player Omamorki from Pigpan. That means he's a Pig fan. I like Pig. He's a great dude. And in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, it is the blue Terran player Shawshank. Alrighty then, Shawshank versus Omamorki. Quick plug for the Patreon. Patreon.com/FalconPaladins, where you can go to support daily Legacy of the Void casts for as little as $1 a month. If that's all you can manage, or that's all you feel like supporting me for, that's totally fine. Totally fine. $1, $5, $10 a month, $20 I believe is another level you can choose, and $50, which understandably nobody has chosen yet. I'm okay with that. It's just kind of there for an option. But yeah, if you want to support me, feel free to go there. Falcon Paladin. Patreon.com/FalconPaladin. Alrighty then, it's who's the cheeser going to be here today. It is a pool first from Omamorki. Omamorki might just be doing the same thing that we saw from the Zerg player previously, Silver Shroud, where it's just a bunch of lings. 12 pool lings, get there in about 6 minutes. Ah, it's a proxy. There's a proxy hatch from Omamorki. Alrighty then, getting some gas here too. This could be interesting. These could be interesting from our Zerg player. Once again, chosen by both of the screeners, so this is a high chance of being some very excellent cheese. Not that cheese that is chosen by only one of my screeners is terrible. Let's not get that confused. Reaper on the way from the Shawshank. Very standard Reaper expand. There goes the expansion part of the Reaper expand. Watching the production tab tells you all you need to know about that particular build. Got Overlords heading on down, saw Overlords, and they are slow. They have the 0.82 move speed compared to the 0.9 move speed that Overlords have in patch 4.0. It doesn't sound like a huge difference, but somehow it's a huge difference. I don't know what to tell you. It is Roachborn coming in here too. This seems like a one-base proxy Ravager kind of a thing. It's kind of what it feels like. Some Lings are coming down to join the party. It's not going to be a lot. Reaper heading on out. Going to get scouted, I think. I don't know if that Overlord saw or not. Either way, the Reaper's going to come up here, going to find the Queen, going to find some Lings already, going to probably scout the Evolution Chamber and the Roach Horde and say, wait, Evolution Chamber, Drop Lords. We're going to see some Drop Lord action here from Omamorki. Reaper deciding, checking for a natural base, does not see one, immediately heads home. Recognizes my buildings are in danger from Zerglings. Actually, this building's going to come down just fine. Command center going to finish. Bunker coming up here too, just in case. Shawshank responding pretty well to this. 2 Zerglings going after that SCV. Marine says, get away from my SCV. Lings, oh, lifting the wall just in time there is Shawshank. Pretty good reaction time. And here's the Reaper to save the day. Reaper says, get away from my Marine. It's a hierarchy. The Marine protects the SCVs. The Reaper protects the Marines. And the Reaper hangs out, just floating. Don't mind me. Just hovering here. Again, no sign that he's aware of this particular hatchery. Nope, none whatsoever. It is going to be Drop Lord. Drop Lord coming in here. And what's the plan? Like, I don't... What are you just going to drop roaches? 2 Alright, it's got to just be roaches, right? Roaches, queens. We've kind of seen this before. This is kind of a high-level strat we've seen all the way at the highest levels of StarCraft. WCS Global Finals, for example, as I use this one. Yep, double queen. Got some roaches in there, too. I don't think a bunch of lings would go amiss, but just going to wait for those roaches to fill up these empty slots on the overlords. And I think it's time to go, is what I think. Some more overlords here popping inside the main base. They're not going to be really useful for the drop action. Wait, hold on. Drones? Why the drones? I'm very confused by this. All right, so elevatoring in, queen, drone. Oh, wait, I know what this is. Gonna build an evolution chamber and cancel it and then toss down a spine crawler on top of the growth stuff. I think that's what this is. Or maybe it's one of those things. I mean, this has been around for a long time. This is like Wings of Liberty. Okay, so hatch into cancel into build. Are you just going to build a hatchery? Oh, there's the cancel, and there's the creep tumor. Okay, yes. Gets the creep tumor down on the remainder. There's like a tiny bit of creep when you cancel a hatchery, or just an evolution chamber, actually. That's all you really need. And there goes the creep. Okay, so creep is officially building and spreading in Shawshank's base. He's ready at the front. He's got tanks. Well, tank. He's got a couple bunkers full of Marines. He's ready for aggression, but is he ready for this kind of aggression? I don't think he is. This is so many roaches. I almost feel like you don't need the creep for this, but getting some spine crawlers in here to assist, never gonna hurt. Oh, Shawshank, if only you knew. If only you knew what was coming your way, and you don't. And you don't know what's coming your way. I always forget the queens look like this from a distance. Either way, are the roaches moving out? Let's see reaction time here. When can he see this creep? Oh, man, he is so close. There it is. He can see the creep. 538. Let's see when he reacts to it. Nope, he hasn't reacted to it. All right, roaches are here. Now he knows. We're just going after add-ons. Trying to take down that factory. Preventing an add-on from being built on that starport. Shawshank might have to abandon this main, and he is. SCV's pulling, some going the wrong way. This is just a lot of roach right now. A lot of roach inside the main base. Spine crawlers burrowing ever closer to the buildings. Tanks, 2 tanks set up. And shelling these roaches for all they're worth. Tanks are so good against roach. Does Shawshank have an adequate defense for this? He may well, except he keeps running Marines into spine crawler situations. Ravagers from Omamorki. Ravagers gonna try to get some corrosive bile down on those tanks. That's got to be your answer here, I'm afraid. Tanks taken down. Goodbye, Mr. Spinecrawler. Transfuse keeps Mr. Spinecrawler alive for 2 extra seconds, and now it is dead. All right, so corrosive bile is going down on the tanks. 1 tank goes down. The other one's still alive, but getting focused down by several Ravagers. All the ground stuff is dead. Handful of Marines here for Shawshank. It's 21 to 42 harvesters. If Shawshank can win this thing, if he can win this battle and clear this out, he's got this thing won. I feel like he's just so ahead in economy, but his army right now happens to be 4 Marines, which is not good. 4 Marines with a medevac, okay, but spine crawlers and ravagers and roaches gonna get rid of this creep tumor. All right, first creep tumor dead. There's still 2 more here though, and you really can't deal with that one. Overlords destroyed. SCVs in here fighting for their lives. SCVs trying to tank for those Marines inside their own base. Not a good situation to be in at all. More Marines have joined the party for Shawshank. He's continuing to macro, actually. APM pretty great. 250 for Shawshank. This is a pretty high level one, I would say. Marines doing all right. Trying to target fire down these queens. Transfuses, keeping the queens alive. Transfuses at the last second. Here from Omamorki, Marine count getting low. Spinecrawler just continuing to stab away at that starport. Starport is trying to build a medevac. And that's it. Shawshank's out. He decides I can't win this thing. Taps out with a rage, and Omamorki is victorious. Yeah, this is a lot of creep in your main base. If you see this much creep in your main, you're done something wrong. Scout, watch the edges, you guys. Watch the edges of your base. Protoss do this quite a bit. I've actually seen Terran do it against Protoss, just to check for drops and stuff. But I mean, a couple supply depots out here would not be amiss. It would not cause you problems in the long run. So, great game. Good job by Omamorki getting the win here. Let's come back with more cheese from falconpaladin in just a second. Squeaks is the one who chose this next replay between Nuke for Fun and Zemmer on Mech Depot, the Ladder Edition. In the bottom left-hand corner of the map, it is the red Zerg player Zemmer, or Zemer, possibly. And in the top right-hand corner of the map, it is the blue Protoss player Nuke for Fun. Nuke for Fun is playing Protoss. I don't think you can do nukes with Protoss, dude. I looked it up. Between matches, and you can't. So I was looking forward to some nukes based on the player name, but then I saw the Protoss logo. Bad times. Alrighty then. So one base opener here from Zimmer. What's Zimmer going to do? Is it Zimmer or Zimmer? I feel like Zemmer. Just going to go with that from now on. We'll stick with it. Going to be a pool extractor from the Zerg player and gateway from Nuke for Fun. From the Nuke for Fun. Quick plug for the podcast, the Falcon Paladin Hour. Link in the description. There should be a new episode coming up today. If my co-caster Wade is on top of things, and he usually is. We talk about StarCraft. We talk about other video games. We talk about books and TV show and movies. And we actually list our top 5 movies of all time that we enjoy on this podcast. So if you want to know what my top 5 favorite movies are, you should check it out. You can get it on the iTunes store. You can get it on Last.fm. You can get it on Beyond Pod. There's a lot of places you can get podcasts, and we are on all of them. Just search Falcon Paladin Hour. All right, so Probe Scout from Nuke for Fun sees no expansion. Sees early Ling, says ton to wall. And he is. Let's see if he walls better than our poor Protoss player a couple games ago, where there was that little tiny gap. It all worked out in the end. The probe spot. The Lings did not do as well as they should. And here's a Bob the Zealot being chrono boost to try to hold this. Is he actually enough to hold that giant thing? No. Making a pylon. Actually, that's a full wall with the pylon. Bob the Zealot, not really needed anymore if you're going to fully wall here, Nuke for Fun. Placement is hard. Walling placement is hard. As a Zerg player, I just don't do it most of the time. Okay, there's the cancel, and here comes Bob the Zealot. I still don't think he can hold this whole thing by himself. I think Lings can run by. Feel like Lings can run by. Probe checking, maybe? Can I get through? Oh, he's trying to get through. Nope, the Lings are trying to get through. Run through. Run past. Let me see if you can run past. Ooh, not with the probe holding it. Okay, so the probe and the Zealot. And only one Ling can hit this pylon at a time. This is great positioning. Actually, Adept just about to pop, and that means Ling time is over. And they get out. Speed finishes, but that's not going to be enough, as it turns out. Going to be Drop Lord action. There is an Overlord suspiciously nearby. Possibly some Drop Lord action here, although there is not an Evolution Chamber. Zemmer is working on an expansion. Now that he recognizes his early Ling attacks will do absolutely nothing. Dude, you at least try to drop the Lings. At this point, you're down 19 to 13 Harvesters, and you keep making Zerglings. So, when in doubt, or maybe scout this. Scout this Proxy Gateway that Nuke for Fun has up. Are you serious? I feel like those Lings... Wow. Those Lings ran right past without seeing that thing. That's incredible. That is incredible. Ooh, and the Dark Shrine. Okay, so Dark Templar Rush from Nuke for Fun. Serious rush this time. Not a decision to go there after a bunch of Zealots and some Adepts like we saw previously. So straight up DT rush here. Unless you're going to Baneling bust, why do you have so many Zerglings, Zemmer? Dear Zemmer, why? Why do you have so many of the Zerglings? Where's my Dark Shrine is at? It is such a long build time. 71 seconds in-game is just... Okay, pro tip from Falcon Paladin. You can't bust this with Lings. Also, Baneling Nest, better, but if Nuke for Fun just gets a few sentries, which I don't know if he wants to do because he's saving up his gas for Dark Templar. I mean, staying alive in the moment is more important than your eventual strategy of DTs, so that is my suggestion. Stalkers warping in to get rid of this Overlord who is scouting the high ground. You must not know anything about our high ground. Mr. Overlord, and does get him. Wow, gets him even. If he had the 0.9 move speed, he would be alive today. He would be alive if only he'd gotten the mutation from Abathur before now, but he was late. He was late to that party. All right, so Zemmer with some Banelings, bust this dude, surround this dude's with the Zerglings. There is no Mothership Core. Oh, there is a Mothership Core. Stay away from Photon Overcharges, and actually expanding down here is Nukes for Fun. Expanding at this third base location for Zemmer, which is north of his natural. Creep spread here, 24 to 20 Harvester. Zerg player is up. These Lings need to be doing stuff. They need to be attacking things, or at least they're scouting. At least they're actively moving around, checking for expansions. He's not going to check here, though. He's not going to check here in a million years. 2 Dark Templar here for Nuke for Fun. Time to go, dude. You have the Dark Templar. Move. What are you waiting for? Maybe he knows there's a Baneling bust coming, because there's 8 Banelings on the way. All right, here we go. Photon Overcharge is going to be really useful, except the Mothership Core is not really close enough to do anything at this point. Reaction time needs to be good. Whoa, Nuke for Fun moving out. Don't move out. Don't explode Banelings on the Stalkers. All right, exploding Banelings on the Stalkers, exploding on these buildings. Not what you needed. All right, that was not good. That was a real bad Baneling bust. Pro tip from Falcon Paladin, real bad Baneling bust. Dark Templar here in the natural base, going to town, killing a queen, sending another DT to the main base. That is how you have to do this thing. And no Spore Crawlers in production from Zimmer. I think this is going to be it. I think this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Dark Templar in your base, killing your dudes, and that's a good game from Zimmer. Zemmer's out. Nuke for Fun is victorious, despite the fact that he didn't do a single nuke in this game. But he's the winner anyway. All right, let's talk about that Baneling bust. Baneling bust was bad. Banelings need to explode on things like buildings if there's a wall. They also need to explode on things like Zealots and Adepts. If they're exploding on Warp Gates or Cybernetics Cores or Stalkers, you're doing it wrong. As long as you follow that rule, you're going to be okay. Zimmer did not follow that rule, and as a result, all his Banelings were wasted on stuff that didn't really matter. And then his Lings died to the other things. But good DTs from Nuke for Fun. Oh, the Lings did find this up here, and they were killing it, but too bad they were already Dark Templar ruining stuff for him. All right, that's it for that, Cheese. We'll come back with more in just a second. Welcome back, StarCraft fans, to Cheese. Oh, it's getting started. In the top left-hand corner of Abyssal Reef, the latter edition is the red Protoss player, Ensis Mobius, sending out 2 probes across the map. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map is the blue Terran player, Michael. This replay was chosen by Logan. All right, what's going to happen here? There is absolutely no way Michael sees this coming. He's not scouting at all. These 2 probes, I have to imagine, are going to toss down some pylons. Just because, why would you bring 2 unless it was for that? Wow, look at these guys go. Just brazen as you please, right on in. Bink. Bonking up against the command center and then going, oh, wait, we didn't mean to go that far. Hang on. Gonna attack this SCV. Roar, SCV. Die, die, SCV. Oh, maybe kill this one instead. This SCV came in to try to defend his buddy, allowing this one time possibly to finish this barracks. No! No barracks finishing for you. Double probe harass. Pretty good, as it turns out. We should see this more often. Forcing more SCVs off the line. Don't get surrounded. Don't get surrounded. Mineral walk. Mineral walk. Not mineral walking. Not mineral walking at all. All right, so probes split up. One going to the right, one going to the left here. This SCV is very confused. Where did they go? Where did they go? SCV is going to finish this barracks basically because of this escort of 1 million SCVs. But it's working. It is working. Probes are still alive. Barracks finishes on time. Well, kind of on time. And immediate Marine production here really wants to get rid of this probe. Double gas opening from Michael. What is going on? Meanwhile, Gateway, Cybernetics Core back home for Ensis Mobius. Oh, you know what we're going to do? We're going to swap those. There you go. Protoss on top. And Terran on bottom. Right. Easier. Easier for me anyway. And a proxy barracks over here too for Michael. All right, so both players have some shenanigans in mind here between these two. Let's see exactly what's going to happen between them. Cybercore is done. Getting a probe, actually canceling that probe. I mean, if this is going to be proxy pylons, which, why do you need 2 probes? I don't get this. You don't need 2 probes at all, actually, for 2 pylons, because you just go bam, bam. Right? Same probe can build both of them at the same time. Coming up, checking to see there's nothing at the top of this ramp, but a wall and a Marine ready to shoot me in the face if I get too close, as he's getting way too close. Mothership Core out and heading out across the map here. Okay, that's what this looks like it is. Is that a Ghost Academy? Ghost Academy! Wow, 2.5 minute Ghost Academy done for Michael. Factory here too. He needs the factory if he's going to go for nukes, and if you're not going to go for nukes, why are you getting a quick Ghost Academy? This is not 4.0, where ghosts will have default cloak, which would be super nice, but no, you have to research it here. It's an 86-second research here in a patch 3.91. The realities of patch 3.9. 3.19? I'm dyslexic sometimes. 3.19 is what it was. Oh, that's an Adepts. All right, so Adepts coming in here too. This is definitely a one-baser from Ensis Mobius. And here goes nothing. There's the double pylon. There are the Marines. There's the Ghost trying to get out of here, not get killed by the Mothership Core, but the Adept's going to finish him off because they can hit really hard against light things. Yeah. All right, maybe you. Man, Ghosts have a lot of HP. He's still alive? He's 100 HP, that's why. Ghosts are hard to kill, but guess what's here? Double photon overcharge. Your wall is irrelevant. I said your wall is irrelevant. There we go. Photon overcharge coming up as predicted, going against this supply depot. So the supply depot does end up falling. And actually, Michael seems remarkably unbothered by this. I guess he did bring an SCV to respond and try to kill this probe, but that's about it. Where did my Ghost go? Here he is. Ghost 1 and Ghost 2. Oh, Cloak is on the way. Okay, good. Still 26 seconds to go. 26 in-game seconds. Probe dies, though. That is not good. You kind of want a probe down here for future shenanigans. Photon overcharge that pylon. Get it. Get it. Oh, Cyclone out. Cyclone, kill the pylon. Don't hide. Kill the pylon. Oh, okay. Killing this Adept inside the mineral line, though. That's fine, too. Goodbye, Adept. And there's that photon overcharge coming up, going against that tech lab. So additional upgrades are not possible. I don't think it really matters at this point. Barracks is going to die. Cyclone trying to hold the day here. Photon overcharge takes down the Cyclone, though. Oh, no, Michael. Oh, no, Michael. Double Cloak Ghost, though, on the other side of the map. Michael doing stuff right now. And how many nukes does he actually have? Does it show? Well, he's working on one. I guess he just ghost cloaking all of these probes. Probes dying on this map. Whee! Is actually pretty fantastic. All right, so Cyclone, new Cyclone out. Doing much better than Cyclone number 1. Getting rid of that Adept, trying to take down this pylon. Mothership Core does not have enough for another photon overcharge. And suddenly the income for Ensis Mobius is down to nothing. He's got a probe harvesting gas. End of discussion. There's a natural on the way from Ensis. But the probe count is down to 4. It's down to 3. 3 is not a good number for a probe count. 3 versus 16. 316. Observer. Yeah, I guess observers are what you want if you've got Cloaked Ghost up in your business. Ruining all of the things. There's our nuke. Here is our nuke, ladies and gentlemen. It'd be nice if there were some squishy things to kill. Oh, these Adepts are very nicely bringing themselves closer to it. Nope. Staying out of the range. Observers flying out of there too, and we get the land. Gets the pylon, doesn't depower anything, and just severely injures some buildings. Actually does depower this warp gate. I'm a liar. Warp gate gone. Michael says this game. Yeah, this game's pretty nuts. Pretty crazy times. But the good news for the Terran player is he has a lot of SCVs back home. He's making another nuke. Great animation. The smoke, the light coming out of the top of that Ghost Academy when there's a nuke on the way. Oh! Wow, Ghost has 10 hit points and 6 kills. And NCS decides it's time to tap out. 5 workers to 19. Yeah, good call there. He's gone in 6.5 minutes. Good game from Michael. Good manner from both of these players. Excellent job. The Proxy nuke play versus the Proxy photon overcharge pylon play, which we're not going to see for a while. So one last look at photon overcharge at the bottom of the ramp stuff. Did break through the wall, but again, just a couple Cyclones managed to make it happen for Michael. So good times. Good times indeed, and the Terran gets the win today. All right, more cheese coming at you from Falcon Paladin in just a second. This replay was chosen by Squeaks, and it's going to be between Bolts and Mac Daddy Mike on Mech Depot, the latter edition. Man, this map is very cheesy, apparently. In the top right hand of the map, we have the Red Zerg player, Mac Daddy Mike. And in the bottom left-hand corner of the map is the blue Terran player, Bolts from Yo Yo Yo. Yo Yo Yo. Says Bolts. All right, so moving on up here is an SCV. Going to do some... Actually, just kidding. There are 3 SCVs moving out. Is this going to be a 3-rack Reaper against Mac Daddy Mike? Sure seems like it, although no gas yet for Bolts. Could be just kind of a Proxy Marine thing, which is pretty good. But to get some barracks or some bunkers up here, and that's very delicious to all Terrans in the world. I don't know. I gotta watch. Gas, 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 gas. No gas. This could just be a Proxy Marine attack here from Bolts, which, I mean, pretty strong stuff, especially if you're not scouting, as Mac Daddy Mike is not. You may say, but Falcon, there is an Overlord moving across the map. Yeah, but he's not going to get any actionable intel until it's too late, right? He's going to see there's no expansion in about 3 minutes, and at that point, it's too late. You're already being attacked. So it's going to be 3 Raxer with no gas. So definitely a Proxy Marine play here from Bolts. Pretty strong stuff. I would like to see some bunkers tossed down. Oh, there's an Overlord, though. Okay, so Mac Daddy Mike is scouting his expansion with an Overlord, as I tell you to do, Zerg players, just so you get the vision. Look at the vision he has. Let's look. Yeah, you can see the whole of the area here. If this was just a hatchery building, you could see about this much. This much. Yeah, like this much. It's not good. Not good. And the first time you see the bunkers are when they're full of Marines, and then you're really upset. So here we go. Marines, 2 at a time being produced. 3rd barracks almost done. And this is working out pretty well for him. 17 SCVs. Seems like he knows exactly how many to make this thing work. Upgrading to an orbital command for additional stuff. And there's the bunker. I mean, he's just building it in full view, man. Full view. What do we got? What do we got? Pulling the drones. Oh, the drones come down for Mac Daddy Mike. Can he do this thing? Drone's pretty good against Marines. Surprise fact from Falcon Paladin. Even with the stutter step, it's difficult to pull off here. SCV's fighting, trying to get rid of this bunker, but at the same time, they don't want to be killed either. SCV is going to finish the bunker. The Marines need to move. No. Okay, more Marines are here. Run, drones. Get inside the bunker. Drones dead. Oh, no. Mac Daddy Mike, trouble. Fill it. There. Yep, there it is. Full bunker. It is covered with creep, which is not ideal aesthetically, but still pretty fantastic, doing a lot of damage. Natural's going to die here is the problem. 4 lings in production. Queen gets an inject off before she dies. Nope, both lings dead as they try to hatch out of this natural base that is under a lot of fire by Marines. And that's a good game for Mac Daddy Mike. Toss the good game. Bolts with the good game too. And that natural is going to die. All right, here we go. Drones, lings, queens from Mac Daddy Mike going for it. Where are these Marines going? Oh, bad timing. Got the broodlings as part of the attack here too. DPS. Pretty fantastic stuff. Is the bunker going to go down? All the lings are... The bunker's going to die, but is it going to be enough? The answer is no. Mac Daddy Mike is completely dead. Bunker salvaged even. Yeah, good game, says Mac Daddy Mike. And he's out. Bolts wins it with the Proxy Marine push with bunker. Yeah, I feel like you gotta... I don't know. I just feel like you gotta react a little bit faster there, Mac Daddy Mike. You had great vision. Great vision. The bunker was being constructed in full vision there. But in the end, just too many Marines. Waited a little bit too long. Didn't make... I mean, a spine crawler built up here and then moved down. Could have been pretty good too. A lot of things you could have done. But in the end, the Terran gets the win. Bolts is your victor. More cheese coming at you in just a second. A cheese game chosen by both Squeaks and Logan. It's going to be a game between Jokerman and Marbuel on Abyssal Reef, the latter edition. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, it is the red Terran player, Marbuel. And in the top left-hand corner of the map is the blue Zerg player, Jokerman, from IOC, which is International Olympic Committee as far as I'm concerned. That could also be a lowercase L in conjunction with an uppercase O and C, but I don't think so. I don't think that's the case. Again, another one-baser here from the Zerg player. Terran, on the other hand, going for the very standard supply depot. Into a refinery, into a barracks, into an expansion. Ready, set, barracks timing. Oh, I guess we're a little bit late for that. A little bit early for that, rather. There's your barracks. Right on time, though, for Marbuel. Timing is crisp. Very crisp. Extractor pool from Jokerman. And heading out with a Sloverlord to scout. So this could just be a very standard extractor pool. Hatch timing from Jokerman. Just really worried about that 3-rack Reaper stuff. It helps to get your pool out a little bit faster if that's the case. But there's the second gas from Jokerman. He has plans. He has plans today. Let's see if he can make them work or not. Yeah, Marbuel. Going to send down an SCV to start building a command center here pretty darn soon. Starting to creep up on that 300, 400 mineral mark. Actually going to use this SCV on the barracks to do it. Ready? Let's watch this guy go. You can see his little outline there. Hello, little outline. How you doing? Ooh, half outline, half real. That's weird stuff. Weird stuff. And actually, no, doing the wall and then going for a factory. Never mind. Marbuel proving me wrong. Going for possibly the 1-1-1 build here. Not something you've seen every day. Destiny Cloudfist, RAP Husky. on that one. Roach Horn all the way from a Joker Man. Is it a one-base Roach Ravager attack? A one-base Ravager push can be very good and very strong here if your opponent went 1 racks expand. But if the 1/1/1, where they already have a factory out and they've got some tanks, it can be very hard to break if you happen to be trying to do it with Roaches and Ravagers, especially Roaches who just get crushed by tanks, let's be honest. Marvel makes a single Marine, decides to head on out, try to kill some of these Overlords. These slow Overlords that are coming across the map here very, very slowly. He sees this one, spots it, and bypass. Oh, no, he's turned around. He managed to get there. Yeah, getting some free shots off, and then Overlord trying to get somewhere where he's not going to die. Look at this dude. Slow walking. He is underwater. I guess it makes sense that he'd be slow walking here. Marine stutter step action good. Another Marine shows up. Is the Overlord going to live or die? Place your bets now. 1 for yes, 2 for no, and it lives. Ugh. Jokerman's Overlord manages to live here. That is the .82. I was going to say, pretty sure none of these are on patch 4.0. Because I sent the pack out before 4.0 launched. It was like the same day. Ugh. The timing on these patches is sometimes not great. That's okay. That is fine. I'd rather have a full 3.19 cheese cast and the next one be all 4.0 than a mixture of the two. All right, Cyclone ready to rock. Marines ready to rock. Ravagers not ready to rock, as it turns out. Ravagers thinking about being ready to rock. All right, here it comes. 3.5 minutes in. Can Marblewell hold this thing? That is the question of the day. And Cyclone doesn't do extra damage versus Ravagers, but does a lot of damage anyway. I say that a lot. Cyclones are just good. I mean, sure, it's 5 damage versus 3, but weapon speed of 0.1 and damage 3 on that is still a lot. That still hits you for a whole ton. Jokerman decides not to go up this ramp. He wants to sneak over this way instead, where he doesn't have to deal with high ground issues. And it's true, he doesn't. I guess this ramp leads up to high ground, and then it's just all the same from here. All right, Jokerman, the longer this goes, the worse it is for you. I'm going to tell you right now. Bunker coming up. Factory's getting a tech lab for... Nope, just kidding. That's going to be more Cyclones. I'm going to tech lab for tanks, but who needs tanks when you have the Cyclones, I suppose? Tanks wouldn't be that great against Ravagers anyway. Again, the fact that Ravagers are not light or armored is really good for Zerg. They're just biological. That is such little stuff. Zergling's trying to join the party. Going after these Marines. Corrosive Biles going down. Dodge very, very nicely. Oh, got his own Lings with the Corrosive Biles there. That hurts. Don't want to do that. Sure, they were slow Lings. Sure, they don't have a whole lot of utility in this situation, but you don't just want to kill them. All right, Bunker gets Corrosive Bile down. Absolutely dead. At least he's on fire. Anyway, and both players dancing pretty well. Our APM looking good. 260 on average for Marblewell compared to 250 for the Joker Man. Slow Lings here and trying to repair that Bunker, but no, SCV goes down. Bunker, it's going to go down as well. It's on fire. It is burning, and it is dead. And somehow, Joker Man making this thing work. I thought Marblewell was prepared, but pretty good micro on display here. And did I call it too early? Did I call it too early? It's 2 Ravagers versus a Marine. Okay, they win that thing, but it's not like they have overwhelming forces here. Cyclone comes down, dodge it, good dodge. And one good, moving the wounded Ravager back here, allowing the healthy Ravager to take down the Cyclone. All right, so you got 2 super hurt Ravagers here. I mean, is there anything else coming, dude? Joker Man, he's working on a bunch more Roaches, but their move speed is not great. Meanwhile, Marblewell has 2 bases. He's up 30 to 15 Harvesters. That's it for Joker Man. I just don't see how he comes back from this, even if he wins this engagement, which I don't believe he will. All right, so Cyclone's ready to rock. Those Ravagers are so hurt. And Roaches do so poorly here. Look at this. Bam. Goodbye, Roach. Marauder here, too. Ravager number 1 and number 2 dead. And Jokerman, he's trying to expand behind this, and that's it. What a fail, says Jokerman. What an fail in internet speak. My kids have been quizzing me lately on how to spell things in the meme world. I don't know what they mean by that, but it's funny. All right, so Jokerman's out. Marblewell holds it. Again, I think partially to the fact his factory got out so soon because he didn't go 1 racks expand. And Jokerman didn't expand it till it was too late. Pretty good job there. Cyclones, man. It's a good unit. Good unit, the Cyclone. Okay, more cheese coming at you from falconpaladin in just a second. Squeaks is solely responsible for this upcoming replay. In the top left side of the map of Ascension to Ire, we have the red Terran player, Gico. Gico. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map is the blue Protoss player, Elithidon from Easy. All right, so another PvT here coming at you on Cheese Compilation number 24. Who's going to be the cheeser and who will be victorious? These are often two very different questions and sometimes the same question. Probe moving out for Elithidon. That's not too crazy. Actually, not moving out. Walling off, which is more crazy. Usually Protoss are scouting, especially in patch 3.19, and I assume 4.0, just because there's a lot of one-base stuff that can kill Protoss now that they don't have the photon overcharge. I mean, there was a big discussion, actually. I just cast a whole bunch of short games from Home Story Cup on my channel on Sunday. If you missed that, just go back a couple days. It's actually still probably on the front page of my channel, but Home Story Cup short games and Protoss, let's just say they struggle. Say they struggle without photon overcharge. I feel like they'll adapt, though. I feel like they'll figure it out at some point. All right, there's your Proxy Barracks here from Gico, just north of Elithidon's base here at the Natural. Double gas here, too, from Gico. I feel like this could just be a Proxy Barracks factory kind of a thing. Maybe a Cyclone push of some kind here. Walling off at his front, which is very strange against Terran. Just because Terran Marines and Marauders can sit right back here and just shell the heck out of your Cybernetics core and then suddenly your tech tree's dead. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen more than once, and it's enough to make me worry about putting my Cyber core out here if you happen to be a Protoss player. Maybe Gico queued a Zerg, though. Or it was random, rather. You can't queue a Zerg and not be Zerg. But it's random, and Elithidon just kind of guessed incorrectly, because this is, you want to wall off against Zerg, but against Terran it just seems odd. Alright, so Probe's in here fighting. Also sees no barracks and sees double gas. At that point, you don't expand. You do not expand. You make units, you make additional gateways. Your double gas is going to be just fine. Why are you going double gas? Do you have plans? Oh, Elithidon's expanding anyway! Oh, Elithidon, that factory is on its way. And a reactor going down. This is gonna be proxy reactored cyclones. That's what it's gonna be. Barracks coming up here at the front. Actually, did the probe scout this barracks? The probe did scout this barracks. Okay, so probe saw the barracks and the double gas. Timing was off though. The barracks was late. I mean, either your opponent's a complete moron, well, not a moron, just new to the game, and doesn't know build order timings, or this is happening, and I feel like this is the better option. Yeah, this is pretty good stuff. That reactor is done. The factory's just now finishing up. And you have a mothership core. Elithidon might be trying to do this thing 4.0 style and just skip the mothership core entirely, but you don't have shield battery. Oh, you don't have shield battery, no. All right, factory tosses down on that reactor, and indeed it is Cyclone. falconpaladin, you're a genius. You are a genius. Time to go. Time to go. Well, I mean, you can't go yet because you don't have your Cyclones, but it's almost time to go. That double gas coming in very nicely. Gico wants to expand at some point. I guess maybe once these... Oh, he's got a bunch of Marines queued up. This might not be the highest level game based on some things I've seen so far, but that's all right. Mothership core, did you make one while I wasn't paying attention? No, there's one adept. One adept! Trying to hold the line here. I don't see this going well for Elithidon. Alright, man. There's a Twilight Council on the way, but the Cyclone's going to show up very, very soon. Trying to build a bunker. I like this blind positioning for a bunker. Oh, there's stuff! I'll put my bunker here. Is that oh, that's visible. Elithidon sees it. And here comes the push. Cyclones and Marines. Get this. Get this. Alright, Adept dies first. Pylon goes down, this pylon goes down, and I think that's all she wrote for the Protoss player. This is, I guess, Cyber Core is decent. Pylon, definitely Pylon. Alright, so Pylon goes down. Everything's dead here. Natural base gonna die. Dude, just don't worry about the natural. Push up. Oh, there's a Mothership Core now from Elithidon. Where did that come from? Lock-on ability. Oh, the lock-on ability. Trying to chase this Mothership Core away. 3 Cyclones is a lot of damage, and it's dead. Oh, no. All right. Okay, the natural base is going to die. I still feel like coming up this ramp and killing these pylons earlier would have been better. Going to be a Stargate on the way here, and getting charged is Elithidon. He's got 4 Cyclones at his gates, and that's the good game from Elithidon. He just can't come back unless his probes get the mother of all surrounds here. which he kind of does. One of the Cyclones dies, but the other ones are smart enough to pull back there. 2 more Cyclones joining the party here. This is just a bad time. Bad time for Protoss everywhere. A Void Ray is trying to get made, but with a number of Cyclones attacking it at once, that Stargate is dead. All right, and Lithidon with the good game again decides to leave, and Jiko is victorious. Nicely done by Sir Jiko. The Proxy Cyclones. Again, warning signs were there. Warning signs were there. The double gas is a huge tell. The lack of an expansion is a huge tell. The fact this barracks isn't done, huge tell. But the expansion was death. All right. Okay, that's going to be it for this one. One more game to go. One chosen by both Squeaks and Logan. Got some high hopes for it, and we'll be back in just a second. The final game of Cheese Compilation number 24 by falconpaladin will be between Mark and Pirate Roberts on Acolyte, the latter edition. In the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we have the red Protoss player, Mark. And in the top right-hand corner of the map, it is the blue Terran player, Pirate Roberts from Dread, making him the Dread Pirate Roberts. Good Princess Bride reference there. Mark throws out the good luck, have fun, and so on. No response from Pirate Roberts here. I gotta say, if I was facing someone whose name was Pirate something on the ladder, I'd probably assume they were gonna cheese. That's just how I feel about things. Probe Scout here from Mark heading on out. Once again, just knowing what's going on with your opponent this early can mean all the difference when stopping cheese coming from your opponent. It's just the truth. Probe comes in, sees a barracks being built at the front here, walling off here on Acolyte, probably trying to go for some kind of a 3-base opener. Mark throws out the die in peace. Whoa, Pylon! Pylon in the main. What are you doing, Mark? Are you trying to... What is happening here? He doesn't have a forge. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. What are you doing, Mark? You're a crazy person. This is what I like about Cheese Compilation. Sometimes things happen, I don't know what's going on. Probe just running around trying not to die. Don't mind me, not interested in dying. And, I mean, are you gonna get a forge, dude? What is your plan? Gateway? Double gateway? Triple gate? Ooh, the 4-gate inside of Pirate Roberts' base. And he can't do anything about it until he gets some Marines out. He's working on it. He's making a Marine. Look at this positioning. You can't, use probes to take down these pylons. This is amazing. It's just going to be a 4-gate zealot attack. Okay, there is an assimilator here. So maybe some stalkers, but dude, Marine, get over here. Attack stuff. You have one job. Attack things. Roar, says the Marine. Can he even get this probe? Or this pylon? Can he reach it? Yes. He can reach the pylon. That's good. All right, the gateways are finishing. This is looking real bad for Pirate Roberts. But the good news is he sees it coming. 4 Zealots immediately on the way here. Microing against Zealots and killing them with Marines is difficult. Going for that assimilator action, getting a cybernetics core behind this, going for a double assimilator. Is there some kind of a crazy Void Ray follow-up here? All right, so 1 pylon down. That's why you need 2 of them, lads. Chrono boosting out one of these Zealots and get them. Get the Marines. And the Marines don't have enough TPS to take down the pylon. The Zealots are now here. And now it becomes a StarCraft 2 challenge. Micro challenge. Have you done those before? I've done them before. They're hard. And one of them is, I think, microing against Zealots with Marines. No, 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 no. Don't fight the SCVs. That's fool's gold. Fight the Marines. Oh, this is beautiful from Pirate Roberts, though. SCVs are meat shielding it, allowing the Marines to do their damage. You gotta click around that. You gotta focus down the Marines here. Is there any more Zealots on the way? 2 more Zealots on the way. I don't think it's enough. I don't think 2 Zealots is enough, man. Zealots trying to take these guys down. That pylon is gonna go down. The Zealot is dead. Some more Zealots are being made, but there's only 1. And the Zealot immediately gets surrounded and killed. Yeah, great hold from Pirate Roberts. As soon as he saw it, he responded perfectly, did not expand, as I think he was planning on it, got a couple more barracks down, started pumping all the Marines in the world, because the Marines are great against both Zealots and Stalkers, especially in patch 3.1.9. They're probably still about as good against Stalkers in 4.0. Anyway, is there... I mean, Mark's going for the Stargate follow-up, because obviously, if your opponent has 1,000,000 Marines, you want to go for the Stargate follow-up. That's sarcasm. That is sarcasm from the Falcon Paladin. Don't listen to that. Yeah, Mark says, no, with a winky, frowny face. It's an interesting... Try to wink and frown. You can't see me doing it, but it feels weird to do. Jonas, the glowing jellyfish, observing all things below as he does. Swinging back around for another check. Did that building actually die, he says? Yes, it did. I will report my findings to the rest of the Jonas brothers. Boop, and he disappears. Pirate Robert says, counterattack time. That was all of his production. He might be building stuff back home, but it's going to be difficult. Yeah, I mean, maybe oracles, I guess. It's going to be oracles. All right, so 2 oracles versus a lot of Marines. It's not going to go well. There are 15 Marines. Yeah, 1 oracle can take down 5 Marines. Maybe 6 if it gets extraordinarily lucky, but I don't see that happening here. Nope, and there's only 2 of them anyway. So 2 oracles versus 15 Marines. The odds are not in your favor. Mark, I like what you're doing. I like your moxie. I liked your die in peace opener. That was great. That was a good line. But unfortunately, it appears it will be you who will die in peace. 1 oracle out. I mean, the Marines are giving a bit of a chance here for Mark to get some stuff out, but it's just not going to be enough. Probe comes in, sees it. He's the first casualty of the assault. And oracle, yeah, dead. Oracle dead. I don't think that oracle even got the pulsar beam off, and that's a good game from Mark. Mark is defeated, and Pirate Roberts, the dread Pirate Roberts, is your winner. Excellent. Just fantastically held there, honestly. Good response from Dread Pirate Roberts. Mark, I liked his moxie, but, I mean, I think you have to hide this is the problem. If you can sneak on in here, and say, for example, the Terran player is expanding down here and doesn't really have anything in his wall, then could have pulled it off. But nope. Not today. And Terran gets the win. Okay, that's going to be it for me. This was Cheese Compilation number 24. Again, if you'd like your cheese cast by Falcon Paladin, send it to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of cheese. My delightful and talented screeners will choose the best ones, and they will be cast. Whew. All right, that's going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another cheese compilation. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.